language you met.
Yeah, music. Music is pretty much universal throughout all cultures. So we're live now.
I think so.
Yeah.
We should be. Please don't fall. Please don't fall.
It's gonna fall.
No, it's fine. We're good.
We're good. All right. Let's talk more about music, honestly.
Music is amazing. What makes music wonderful?
I feel like music is you can expect it. 진짜요?
What? What do you mean?
진짜요?
What does that mean?
진이요? 상그라호?
Dude,
What?
no.
Am I saying it wrong?
Yeah.
How
You're
do?
not making any sense.
What am I saying then?
You're not saying anything, dude. You're just rumbling like random syllables.
산라호?
Dude, you don't do it.
Fine.
Anyway. Yeah, don't you think so? That music.
Yeah, music is a form of expression.
No, dude. I mean, like, it defies language barriers.
Oh yeah, great music doesn't matter where it's from. It just feels right.
Yeah. You feel it when you know it's good, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, especially classical music when there's no like lyrics to it.
You mean instrumental?
Classical.
You mean classical?
Yeah.
The standard?
Not. They're not a standard, dude. How dare you?
You can tell classical. It's a very unique style. Or
Yeah, but there are good classical music and shit classical music.
Explain to me, which one is shit then?
Like predictable chord progression.
You mean like most music today?
Repetitiveness.
You mean like most music today?
Yeah, there are classical pieces that are like that. Also, like, you know how like each like classical song like or music or piece, they have like a story behind it, why they were composed.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think one of my favorites was Spanish Romance.
I don't know. I don't know classical music.
You don't?
I don't know the titles, dude.
The titles represent like its essence, what it was meant to evoke.
Like what do they call like I don't know.
Like what?
Like piano like concerto or something.
Concerto.
It's like in a language that I don't know.
Vibrato.
No.
Allegro.
Yeah, those are like certain like parts of the songs.
El Dante.
What, dude? Like it seems like we're talking about pasta.
You like your pasta too much. It's too easy to make, or it's no preparation.
Can you
needed.
make it? You say it's easy, but can you?
I could if I tried.
That's what you think. You should try, dude. The first try, I'm pretty sure you're gonna fail.
Mm-hmm. I think most people fail the first time when they're doing anything.
Anyway, dude, like downtimes.
You
know.
Best friends always help each other text. Best friends help each other text.
Nah, that depends.
Most of the times.
Best friends only help each other when the other one needs help or asks for help.
Asking for help is pretty hard. Especially if you're prideful.
True. I mean, like, in general, though, like, you know, like the people who think very highly of themselves, they never ask anything or anyone for anything because they think they can do it on their own. Yeah, although most of the times they actually can do it on their own. Surprisingly. Yeah.
I can't tell if having pride is really good or really bad because being able to...
That depends on what is pride, though, in the first place.
I guess pride is confidence. No, not confidence. Excessive confidence in yourself, in a sense.
No.
How would you define it then?
Pride is just like thinking better about yourself, I guess.
So thinking of yourself as superior?
like it's pretty close to like egocentric thinking or what or something.
Mhm.
Because like how it's also bad if you don't have any pride too
Mhm.
when you think about it.
I feel like having no pride is worse than having pride, because having pride means like you respect yourself to a point.
No, dude, I disagree.
What?
Like when you don't have any pride at all,
Mm-hmm.
but as long as you're a decent human being, the people around you are gonna fight for you. But if you have so much pride, no one's gonna be on your side.
Good point. That's in that situation, having no pride would be good.
Yeah.
But having pride in yourself and like and taking difficult tasks is pretty good.
Mm,
It's a little bit of a reassurance
reassurance of what?
that you can challenge. I guess challenge. I'm a lot of words right now.
Challenge.
That's
Difficulties or
difficulties.
problems that needs to be dealt with
Uh huh.
or stuff that needs to be overcome.
Uh huh. Well, we almost reached the first. No, we started recording last week, right?
Yeah.
So we're almost done with our second week. We're still at a loss for content.
What difference does it make?
What difference?
What difference does it make?
We need better content
For who?
for us.
For
Like
who?
for us.
For no one. Reality hits you in the face.
When does reality hit you the hardest? Is it when you're not expecting it, or when you're
The hardest?
yeah?
When you wake up in the morning,
Realization.
yeah, that you have to go on for another day. We just get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
But on a serious note, like I guess it's harder when you already know it's gonna happen
Mm-hmm.
and you can't do anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to, I guess, like, because sometimes people enjoy the surprise factor. Like even if it's a bad thing, if it's a surprise, it still has like a charm to it.
Surprise.
Like sudden events. Like let's see, spontaneous events. I say,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like it could be bad for you, but if it happened like abruptly,
Mm-hmm.
it still has a charm to it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you, but like when that happens to me, like I just it's like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just laugh at myself for being not good enough.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Wait, I have a topic since February is coming up, the month of love. What would be the ideal situation of falling in love?
The hell would I know?
Like, what do we know?
I don't have time for that. There's really no ideal. I guess when it just feels right.
When does?
When the feeling is right.
Yeah.
Or when you think the feeling is right.
Oh. Okay. When the feeling feels right. Redundant.
Mm.
Mm. It's prime situation.
What?
How do you feel? What? What do you? How do you feel of? Is there? There isn't in the U.S. Singles Day, right?
A what?
Singles Day.
National Singles Day.
Yeah.
There has to be.
No, and I don't think it's even.
Dude, there's more single people than, committed people.
Good point. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Especially in this area too. A lot of people are career oriented.
Yeah. Everyone's looking off to their own thing and want to do their best.
Exactly.
Then this also goes to another important question: relationship or career? Like I know you're
Personally, you already know, dude.
yeah,
Easy choice.
yeah,
Career, dude.
yeah. But it's really hard to sacrifice love,
Well, how is it hard, dude?
especially if you've grown attached. You can't deny it, right?
You know, dude, when you have like a decent career, those things will come to you eventually.
Hmm.
But like the career, dude, you don't fuck it over.
That's right. You only get one chance.
Well, not really one chance. There's a lot of chances. It's never too late to learn new stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right. With old people in classes.
Yeah, that's a common misconception. How like old people don't want to go back to school,
Hmm.
even if they really want to do something.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It can go back.
Hmm.
I guess. Is the future really worth living for if you can't live in the present?
I don't even know what that means.
Sacrificing the future for the present.
Dude, how do you even sacrifice the? Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, like
Like this is like the logic of smokers, dude.
okay, tell me about it.
So you know how when they smoke, they shorten their lifespan.
Hmm.
So they're sacrificing their future
Yeah.
for like present time gratification.
Hmm.
Because I guess that's how they deal with stress and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of like the logic behind it.
Hmm.
Until it becomes an addiction
Hmm.
and you realize you can't quit anymore.
Okay. It's important. Okay. That question leads to what is important, the future or the present?
Present. Duh.
Yeah, but if you focus on the present, you can't get anything done long term, or like you have to do it in increments.
Don't look what's ahead, dude.
I guess the first is have a goal and then work towards that goal in a sense, but to not sacrifice everything in the face of that goal.
Isn't that what the present time is, to cultivate the future? Isn't that what it is?
You can't control the future,
It's
but you can
it's counterproductive to sacrifice the future for the present. I guess. I don't know.
tomorrow is not promised. You know that, right? Everyone says that tomorrow is not promised or promised.
Even the next 5 minutes is not.
Exactly. That's why you have to live in the moment. That's like one of the main arguments. You have to live in the moment. You have to do things now because the more you put off, there's a chance that you're never gonna get that chance again.
Isn't that the entire like reasoning of the YOLO movement?
Yes, and it
If it's a thing.
yeah, and it also applies to like quick decision making, which is like 3 second rule, where you only give your
Too long.
Yeah, I feel like even if you give yourself 3 seconds,
The book is influencing me. Like blink,
like
3 seconds. That's too long. Whatever that comes to your mind first.
yeah, I guess
Yeah, before you start doubting yourself.
I guess in the situation for the present, have like a little bit of foresight when going into it, but don't invest like everything you have into the future.
Then where should you invest it, in the past? For the past?
No, not the past. The past you can never get back. That's time spent. Something you can never get back.
Keyword. Spent.
It's
Past
spent.
tense.
Exactly. The past is a
Spilled
purchase
milk.
without
It's spilled milk.
no. The past is a purchase without any returns.
What do you mean?
You buy it, but you can't get it back. You have to live with it.
Isn't everything? Oh, yeah. Okay.
But the present, or the moment you are living in at this moment, which is scientifically, we don't live in the present. We live like 0.002 milliseconds back in the past.
What do you mean?
It's like, you know, we have to process the information as we're seeing it.
Oh, like how I guess the information travels from neuron to neuron.
Exactly.
Something like that.
It's you can't see it.
I don't know. I'm not a bio major.
Well, it's small. It's a small fact. But anyways, what was I thinking? Yeah.
We live in the past 0.002 seconds or some shit like
Exactly.
that. What difference does it make?
it doesn't make too much of a difference unless something is flying at you and you only have that much time to react.
0.002.
No, it's not that exact, but it's pretty small, insignificant.
So think about this, dude. The bullets from pistols, on average, 350 meters per second.
Uh-huh.
So if you're 35 meters away, assuming you're gonna get hit, you have 1 second to react.
Wow.
0.1 second.
0.1 second.
Yeah, to react.
Okay, wait. Let's look at how far in the past. How much time does
It's like time dilation or some shit.
it? How much time does it take to process image? Visual image?
What do you mean? Allow me to do the typing. How much time does it take for the brain to process?
So 13 milliseconds.
So yeah, 0.13. Close.
So you would have exactly 1 second. 1 second to.
No, it's not, dude. It's not 1 second.
13 milliseconds.
It's 13 ms.
So you would process the gun shooting, then you would have to react in that time. I'm not sure. Hey.
So
Good. I need to bring back more energy.
does that math? I think it differs though. Like this number.
Yeah.
It's not the same for everyone.
Yeah. I guess reaction speed too.
No, I don't have it.
Don't have one.
My pad.
Your pad.
I was gonna do it the the bullet scenario.
Oh yeah. Your new professor was
not anymore. I already finished the classes.
He's amazing. He noticed you.
Should go to his lectures.
Yeah, he's fun to have fun. What makes him likable? Actually, he's honest. Or
No.
what makes people in general like what traits do people have that we look up to, like especially leaders?
Charismatic.
Yeah,
to be able to move the masses.
Yeah, but then what?
See how Donald Trump moved the masses, dude?
How does he move the masses then?
Against him?
How?
By like the stuff that he says. I think they're in there to trigger people.
So it's
all calculated in the end.
So speech calculated for action.
That's what conspiracy theorists say.
Lizard people? Lizard people?
What do you mean?
Oh man, when we get feedback from our Thursday and Tuesday audience, we're gonna get ratted out for not having structure.
Don't care.
Yeah, a little structure would have been good.
This is good, dude.
What is good? What?
When you're about to take a speech class.
Speech class. Oh yeah, that's right.
You need it to transfer.
We're taking interpersonal communication, right?
I'm not sure if that's the one that I need, but I only need one class.
Yeah.
Like for next quarter.
Yeah. You can just take a.
Also, I need a Laidback class.
Yeah.
Because I'm like it's hard next quarter for me. A lot of stuff.
Yeah. Like my hard quarter is probably on fall of 2000. Fall. Yeah, fall. Yeah, because in that one I have my math and my psychology math too, so I have to focus on that solely.
And every quarter is hard for me, regardless. It's just that some quarters are just like cancer level. It's bad for the health.
Do you think it's really worth sacrificing health over grades?
No. No, dude.
No, what?
You don't ever jeopardize your health to get A's.
But that's what people do,
No.
or most people do.
No, dude, it's like what? See, when you think about it,
Mhm.
like we go to school, right?
Yeah.
And then we get a degree,
Mhm.
and then we get a job,
Mhm.
and then if our job is somehow or somewhat like not good for us,
Mhm.
then yeah, we work a job to earn money
Mhm.
while sacrificing our health.
Mhm.
So all of the savings or the money that we save,
Mhm.
it's all gonna go to hospital bills later on.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah. It's a
it
weird.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that is a weird way of how we live things.
It's an L, dude. Either way.
So then, what situation would be the best in living in that?
Hmm?
What would be the best way to live in that way? Like, okay, assuming
No,
that
that's the best way to live.
really,
Yeah,
really,
you finish your degree, you get a stable job
but then you sacrifice your health.
without sacrificing your health,
Something has to be sacrificed.
time, energy,
Time and energy,
but not health.
health.
Yeah, like when you're feeling bad, but you have like a final exam, you just skip the final exam and try again when you feel better.
That's taking the L,
Yeah.
literally.
And then you're gonna get used to it, and you're gonna do it all the time.
Hmm. Let me see. I'm trying to find good topics.
Holy shit, that's what. There's this one dude like in my like physics class last quarter.
Yeah.
He dropped the class because like someone like his relatives died. That was his reason for dropping. And then you know what?
What?
Like after the class was finished,
Mhm.
like I was talking to him last Friday.
Mhm.
He told me he regret dropping the class.
Why did he drop though? Like, what about family?
Oh, cause like I guess like what he told me is that from their culture,
Mhm.
that they have to do a lot of like funeral rites and stuff,
Yeah.
and he had to help like his family prepare,
Mhm.
because I guess like his other family members couldn't do it,
Mhm.
so he had to do it on his own.
Mm. Putting on,
So you think that was worth it?
taking on the burden. In that situation, I would have. I feel like the best situation would have been for the adults to
No, that's not like one of the choices.
So what was the choices then?
Either he goes on with the preparation and doesn't study at all.
Mhm.
That was the other choice, or just drop the class and focus on preparing.
Dang. Maybe he could have taken the class, but then he's taking a risk of taking getting an F or a D and dropping his GPA.
Like yeah,
Is
it's
it-
like he's sacrificing time to study to prepare for it.
yeah, but how much time would it honestly take for him to like plan it?
A lot
A lot.
that he had to drop the class.
Mm, you know,
Yeah, that was Newton's class, by the way.
Newton.
Although I feel like people were just dodging him
Mm,
because everyone drops that class.
huh?
There's not much people like take the final exam.
Mhm. Let me see. Oh, here's some interesting question. What's the most beautiful thing in the world?
No comment.
What's the most beautiful word in the world?
What?
Word.
No comment.
No comment.
I can think on the spot. Hold up, because I'm carrying my team. Hold up.
Okay. If 100 people in your age group were selected randomly, how many you think would be leading a happier life than you?
I would go the safe choice of 50.
50-50?
Yeah,
It's always a safe choice.
is standard.
It's standard.
Yeah, half half.
Uh,
Or maybe less than 50. That's like my peak, dude. 50 max.
50. Yeah, 50. So you'd go lower.
Yeah, 50 below. Less than 50.
Mm. What's the coolest thing about science?
No comment.
Oh my God. What's a bad habit? No. These questions are not very good.
Really, like, what's the coolest thing about science?
Yeah, these questions, like, especially online questions.
No, like the wording. Science is broad, you know.
Yeah, these
A lot
questions.
of shit.
What makes you cringe? Yeah.
Bad memes.
Yeah, these.
Outdated memes.
No, stale memes are the best memes.
No, they're
Yes.
the worst. Like, it's like stale food.
Especially like if they've been brought back from the dead. Then that's the freshest.
Has that ever happened before?
I think a few times.
Like which one?
I think Dog,
What do you mean dog?
Gabe. Gabe the barking dog that they use his sound clips to remix songs. Like
That's not coming back, dude. That's just
dang. These what makes a question interesting?
when it triggers people.
I'm trying to find. Yeah, these questions are not. They're not thought evoking. They don't lead to further discussion. It's just what it is for what it is.
I don't know. I think all questions could lead to like further discussions.
But it depends on the other person. How much they're willing to put on.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let me see. I got a notification for
Notification squad.
let's see.
Also, it's already exam week. By the way, there are exams next week.
Midterms. What is midterms?
Yeah.
What should I study?
Only for one class though, so far for me.
So far for you?
Yeah, I still haven't checked the my calendar. Like, I mean, I could have my first like my first midterm tomorrow
Mhm.
on math without me knowing.
Really?
Yeah, it could be tomorrow. Like, I would never know. Yeah. Like, I'm for sure gonna fail the midterm if it's tomorrow.
Yeah. Huh. Let me see.
Like, our class is like one chapter ahead compared to the other classes. Dude.
Oh, your class specifically?
Yeah. Because the professor is not good enough.
The intimacy dojo.
Should have.
Self-improvement, intimacy, communication skills, self-exploration, give and receive affection, hugs and touch. Ethical non-monogamy.
Hmm?
Ethical non-monogamy.
What the hell does that mean?
Monogamy means only one, right?
Yeah. Keyword mono.
Okay, then it's okay to have. It's okay to not be.
Oh, to have multiple partners.
Yeah, in this.
That's only if both parties consent to it. You know those like people. Remember, like the ones who came into our class, where they were like in
Like in what?
and like they had multiple partners, dude, and everyone knew about it, and everyone was cool about it.
Oh, you mean Oh yeah, I remember that.
I forgot.
Polly.
The name. But yeah, it was something like that. So I think it only works out if it's like if
They
the
agree.
situation is like that.
Yeah.
If everyone consents to it.
Yeah, like the thing about relationship wise is women want to have less partners while men want to have the most amount.
I mean that's the trend, but not all men are like that, you know.
Yeah, but most. Well, most. You can't deny it really, or you can't deny it to the degree where you would how would I say this?
See how overrated. I guess, dude, like because you know like like in our culture,
Mhm.
like the Filipino culture,
Yeah.
like how men measure their quote unquote manliness, as if you're able to bed like multiple.
I feel like that's everywhere for guys. Like it's a like the guy who is able to do the most has the most social respect
I don't know.
out of all of them.
I've never understood why,
No, I can understand
but
why.
it's that way.
Yeah, it's natural for guys to think that way.
What?
Yeah, it's natural.
What do you mean it's natural?
You're a pure boy, and I'm a pure boy too.
It's not natural. Why?
Strong, I can know.
It's cold.
Anyways, we're running out.
But yeah, dude, it's not natural
What's
to be that way.
in some CC it is.
I guess because like how men put a lot of value on sex,
Oh yeah, that's right. Different values.
different worth.
Different word. Yeah.
Thanks.
Wait, who's captain then?
What?
Who's captain? Oh, me.
You're the captain.
Ah.
Hmm.
So where's my ship?
Yeah. So his like according to the hierarchy rules of the military.
Okay. Oh. Anyways.
Oh shit.
What?
Speaking of military, dude.
What about military? What are you trying to get at? You can't.
Speaking of military,
What about military? There's lots of
there's
things.
been a lot of people recruiting on campus.
Oh yeah, that's right. They always. Wait, let me think. When they usually recruit around
Everywhere.
Yeah, no, they recruit around the beginning of the quarter, or almost all the quarters, right? Like you see them
For the new students that are gonna baited in.
exactly, or like the students are like tempted to drop.
Dude, you know how like K got baited in once?
Oh yeah, uh huh.
Do you know
What
what happened?
what happened? What did they try to sell him?
No, like so he tried to join,
Yeah,
and then so they made him do like physical training and shit,
yeah.
and then he gave up. He told me it was too hard.
Only
Yeah.
the strong can endure.
Mhm. Also, I guess like he so
Smokes his weaker lungs.
mhm.
I guess.
Yeah, but what's his name again? The guy who sits behind you in class.
James.
Yeah, he joined.
He was
He successfully
he's
entered.
he went through the trials and came out a man.
That's why he's ripped as fuck. Dude.
Goes to the gym at 6 a.m. That's a good
Every
work.
damn day.
I'm tempted to tell him to like take me to the gym too, and meet me at the gym so he can spot me.
Oh, okay. It's like yo, bro, you need some gym body or some shit.
Exactly. Oh yeah, did you know there's another law of attraction, which is law of misattribution, which is like
Elaborate.
when people exercise, they feel good about themselves, like the runner's high and all that stuff.
That's not feeling good about yourself, dude.
Or a good feeling of euphoria, or how do I say this? There's a good feeling when you finish working out, you know?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't ever work out. I only run.
well,
That's all I do.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and I hate it, dude. Every time I run, but I still do it, but I hate it.
Okay, like if you run past your limits.
No, I time myself. It's the same every day.
No, like for some people get a runner's high. You heard of it, right?
Yeah.
Well, the thing
competitive ones.
exactly, but the thing is, when you want to use that law, you have to exercise with the person, so that when they feel that happiness, rush of happiness or joy or euphoria, wherever it is,
You can share it.
no, they will associate that feeling with you.
Ah.
That's what
Anchoring 101.
exactly. Cat, like
Like
the thing
the
about
path that we know.
the cat we know
Okay.
anchored one of once with a guy because she worked out with him.
Really?
Yes.
How do you know all of this shit? Was it you?
No,
Oh,
it was never me.
that was good.
I never stood a
I'd be
chance.
surprised. Um, then, like, gym would be like PTSD esque.
Yeah, but you get good gains. It's all about the perseverance.
But you know, like most of the dudes who go to the gym though,
Hmm.
they're doing it for the women, dude. To be honest,
It's a good motivation.
please.
It's a good motivation. You can't
A
like
lot
lie.
of people would say that no, that's not the reason why.
They want to get healthy.
But still, no matter what the reason is though,
Hmm.
it's still good.
As long as they're doing something.
They feel good about themselves.
How would you stick to a goal? Because most people have like the New Year's resolution of like
Or
going to
like
the
going
gym.
to the gym.
Yeah.
So like, because you know when you start off doing something
Hmm.
and you're not used to it,
Yeah.
you hate it, right?
Exactly. Like.
Also, because like gym, it's like you spend cash,
Hmm.
and then you spend a lot of energy and time
Hmm.
into it,
Hmm.
and then a lot of people don't like going to the gym too because they feel embarrassed,
Hmm.
like especially newer ones,
Hmm.
because like they would feel bad about themselves if they are failing,
Uh-huh.
like if they can't lift something and they
Yeah.
would need help.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
I think
But eventually you're gonna get used to it, I think.
yeah, you have to be willing to push through that pain period.
I mean, that's how I am. Well, not really. I got used to it, but I still hate it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I run like every day.
Yeah. Remember Neil Strauss said, "You must be willing to push through the pain period because today's pain is tomorrow's strength."
Today's pain is tomorrow's strength.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really. A lot of people enjoy the pain though.
Yeah.
The M's, if you
It's
know what that means.
masochist.
Mhm.
Yeah. We're yeah, we need more structures to the free flow laid back.
So yeah, today was to record was a bad idea, dude,
Yeah. Well, want to give up for today?
I guess.
All right.
Also,
Also, what?
we dude, we gotta go buy some like. I don't think I'm motivated enough to find my old rackets. I
I'll
just remembered.
I'll look for if I can find a spare, because
No, you don't have to. I'm
because
gonna buy for sure.
my parents the whole family did it, so we should have more
You
than
made it a family event,
they made it a family event. Yeah, the whole family.
and clearly it didn't work out.
We stopped. We went for like
Wait,
maybe
how did you guys play? Like doubles?
yeah. We played doubles.
So who was on your team?
I don't know. It didn't really matter.
No, but who was on your team most of the time?
Maybe my sister.
Did you guys win all the time?
No.
Exactly. Then you guys weren't even a challenge to your parents.
Thanks for the
Yeah,
reassurance.
you guys got wrecked every day. So
Correct.
they stopped. Or maybe you guys just grew up.
No, I think it didn't. They couldn't survive the pain period.
And my parents are not like active people.
Hmm.
Like their jobs, like for the most part, have involved like sitting down
Hmm.
in front of a computer,
Hmm.
doing absolutely nothing.
Hmm.
Or, well, not nothing, but yeah,
I like this number right here, Clyde.
I know.
It's so nice. It's perfect. It's a round number, or it's not even a round number. It's just a placeholder. So it can exist. It exists to not
Yeah,
exist.
dude, we don't have to work out. We're just gonna go play sports.
That's cool.
Yeah, I
A-
don't know though.
After sports thoughts.
I don't I don't like tennis anymore.
Yeah, it's
I
too.
can't. So much energy.
All right. I'm gonna. We're gonna stop right here for today. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.